In 1956, there was an educational psychiatrist named Benjamin Bloom. I love that name. And he created a system that he called Bloom's taxonomy. Now, Bloom's taxonomy is a set of 3 different hierarchical models that are used to help us classify educational learning objectives. And these 3 models include the cognitive domain, which was knowledge-based, and that's the most widely known. And then there was the affective domain, and that is based on emotion. And then thirdly was the sensory domain, and that is action-based. And as I said, the most well-known element for Bloom's taxonomy is the cognitive domain. So that's what I'm going to talk about more today. So this framework was devised by Bloom and his colleagues, and it consisted of 6 major categories of classification. And if you think about a pyramid, if you visualize a pyramid, at the base, if we consider the lowest foundational level, that is knowledge. And then as you work up the levels, it would be followed by comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and then finally the level at the top in Bloom's taxonomy for the cognitive domain is evaluation. Now, in 2001, a couple of people, Lauren Anderson and David Krathwohl, they created a new version of the hierarchy that used verbs instead of nouns. And the idea was that the original hierarchy was not really focused on the acquisition of abilities or skills, but really was more about the usage and application of abilities. So changing each level's description to verbs really helps to better describe the action of performing at those different levels and really makes the hierarchy easier to understand. So although the words have changed in the levels, the idea of the hierarchy remains the same. So in the revised version of Bloom's taxonomy, the levels now begin with remember at the base, and then you move up to understand, then apply, analyze, evaluate, and you finish off with create at the top. So what does this mean to you? Well, Bloom's taxonomy is a really valuable tool that you can use in course creation, in guiding learners from the foundational stages of recall and comprehension up to evaluation and innovation. And this framework also helps in the design of assessments by aligning them with a level of proficiency for learners that is based on the learning objectives and really how they fit into the classification. I hope you found this helpful.